Soft skills can be learnt from books, during conversations, and in teams. We all need them, so how can you develop them? Let's explore.
Feedback. Do you really like it, or is it something that you tolerate? Perhaps from mentors, from loved ones, from family members, those around you who do it with perhaps the best intentions, but how is it received? I recently wrote an article on feedback that several of you have commented on, so thanks for that. And for those who haven't, have another look at that. And one of the comments came from Tal Gur, who's in Vienna. I look forward to connecting with Tal, who mentions that feedback through empowerment, or empowerment is better than feedback. I think was his comment. I've got it here. Feedback is good, but empowerment is better. Thanks for that comment, Tal. And I think you're absolutely right. We want to empower people. And this is something that I certainly do. I often share that I want to help people, I empower people to take responsibility for their communication, and more increasingly, their soft skills. And when I meet with people, it's not about saying, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, why don't you do this or that, but really saying, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? I'm reading a book at the moment while here in Australia. I can't help but keep up my own learning, and it's on neocogy, which is a new idea, learning at the speed of the mind. It's all about the integration of AI into our learning environments. And a quote sticks out to me: focus not on what the student knows, but on who the student is becoming. And that really summarizes this idea. What the student knows is really about feedback. This is wrong, that's wrong, improve that. Focus on who the student is becoming. So that's all about empowerment. That's about identity. And I think that's what's crucial here to consider when we're giving feedback to people. Ask first, gain permission. Sometimes people aren't in the right headspace. Sometimes you aren't in the right headspace. So you really need to consider, is the feedback you're giving right now coming from an emotional reaction or a trigger, which can often happen, or is it coming from a place of really caring about the person that you're talking to want to empower their identity, to help them take responsibility for their communication, for their soft skills, for the changes that they want to make in life. Otherwise, feedback falls on deaf ears. And not all feedback really should be taken, because sometimes we have to understand why and how did that person mean that feedback. And they may wrap it up as being, for your best, but at the ultimate, it may be just for their kind of satisfaction and glorification of what they know and that they are at a different level from you. So consider how you're giving feedback. Consider how you're empowering people through feedback. And maybe there are other empowerment strategies, focusing on strengths rather than weakness, focusing on abilities and capability rather than trying to fill an empty vessel with information, which is so often what happens perhaps in the university system. So how can we empower people to grow? That's what I want to leave you with today. And I hope that you can find some ways, or if you've had a mentor or a coach empower you, pop in the chat and tell me what happened. How did it impact your life? And maybe we can build more of a conversation around this as well. So I'll see you soon.